Hello, it's Mr. Baglin again.
Welcome to this online numeracy lesson. Before we begin, we are going to practice some of our times tables. Are you ready? Today, we are going to be combining two of the four number operations we have been learning about: addition and subtraction.
Right, table troopers, where are we?
At the airport, sir.
Hey, table troopers, which table are we tackling today?
The 4 times table, sir.
And why, table troopers, are we tackling the 4 times table?
To help our maths take off, sir.
That's silly. Table troopers, who are you? Table troopers, learning as we march along. Table troopers, with this 4 times table song. Right, troopers, marching in multiples of 4. Go! 4, 8, 12, 16.
4, 8, 12, 16.
20, 24, 28, 32.
20, 24, 28, 32.
36, 40, 44, 48.
36, 40, 44, 48.
Troopers only, marching in multiples of 4. Go!
4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48.
Table troopers, learning as we march along. Table troopers, with this 4 times table song. Right, troopers, time for trooper table facts. 4 times 1 is what?
4 times 1 is 4.
4 times 2 is what?
4 times 2 is 8.
4 times 3 is what?
4 times 3 is 12.
4 times 4 is what?
4 times 4 is 16.
4 times 5 is what?
4 times 5 is 20.
4 times 6 is what?
4 times 6 is 24.
4 times 7 is what?
4 times 7 is 28.
4 times 8 is what?
4 times 8 is 32.
4 times 9 is what?
4 times 9 is 36.
4 times 10 is what?
4 times 10 is 40.
4 times 11 is what?
4 times 11 is 44.
4 times 12 is what?
4 times 12 is 48.
Table troopers, learning as we march along. Table troopers, with this 4 times table song. Right, troopers, time for trooper table testing. 4 times 2 is what?
4 times 2 is 8.
4 times 10 is what?
4 times 10 is 40.
4 times 6 is what?
4 times 6 is 24.
4 times 11 is what?
4 times 11 is 44.
4 times 5 is what?
4 times 5 is 20.
4 times 9 is what?
4 times 9 is 36.
4 times 1 is what?
4 times 1 is 4.
4 times 8 is what?
4 times 8 is 32.
4 times 12 is what?
4 times 12 is 48.
4 times 3 is what?
4 times 3 is 12.
4 times 7 is what?
4 times 7 is 28.
4 times 4 is what?
4 times 4 is 60.
Table troopers, learning as we march along. Table troopers, with this 4 times table song. Table troopers, learning as we march along. Table table troopers, with this 4 times table song. Time and time again, you are proving to be totally terrific and tremendously talented, table troopers.
Excuse me, sir. Please can I have a cup of tea and a biscuit, sir?
Speak up.
Please can I have a cup of tea and a biscuit, sir? Stupid planes. Go away. Go somewhere else. Don't want planes on this airport anymore.
Table Troopers? I hope so. We always have lots of fun singing and dancing to it in the classroom. At Parents' Evening, you were all given a home learning pack. Can you find your pencil and some squared paper? First, I would like you to write the target shown below the top of your page. During the lesson, I will be asking you to complete some examples on your sheet of squared paper. I would like you to pause the video. You'll see an icon on the screen like this. When I have given you a task to do, this will give you time to write your answer. Are you ready? We have learnt how to use the expanded column method for both addition and subtraction. Let's see how much you can remember. You are also going to need a dice for this lesson. See if you can find one. You'll probably have one in a board game that you have in your cupboard. You are going to use the dice to decide what sort of calculation you are going to carry out, and also the numbers you will be adding or subtracting. I'll show you what I mean. I want you to roll the dice. If you get an even number, 2, 4 or 6, you are going to be solving an addition calculation. If you get an odd number, 1, 3 or 5, you're going to be solving a subtraction calculation. The first dice roll tells you the type of calculation. The dice roll was even. Then you are going to roll the dice 4 more times. This will give you two two-digit numbers like this. The dice rolls were 2, 3, 5, 6.
So the first dice roll was a number 4. And we know that the number 4 is an even number. Yeah, so that means we're going to be doing an addition calculation. Yep. Then the numbers were 2, 3, 5 and 6. So here we get two two-digit numbers. So my sum is going to be, let's label up my columns here first though. We're going to have put 10s and we're going to go 1s there. Okay. So our sum is going to be 23 plus, because it's an even number, 56 equals. You get it? So we add the 3 and the 6 together, which gives us, well done, it gives us 9, doesn't it? And we're going to be doing an expanded column method. So then we've got the tens numbers, got a 2 and a 5, 20 and a 50 equals, yeah, 70. So in our expanded column addition method, we then add the numbers up together. We've got 9 and nothing is 9. Nothing and 7 is 7. The answer is 79. Now, one step we could do there, if you wanted to, you could write it out like 23 plus 56 equals, if you wanted to. There's not a lot of point. Once we know those 4 digits, we could have, we just really need to lay it out as an expanded column sum. I suppose there's no reason why you couldn't use those 4 digits in any order to make your sum. You could have chosen to complete the sum that could have been, I don't know, let's have a look at another one that we could have done. We've got tens and ones. We could have had 35 plus 26. Well, I haven't really given myself enough space there, have I? Should have thought on a little bit there. Move that there. 35 plus, what numbers have we got left? A 2 and a 6. 26 equals, yeah. And then you could have had a 5 and a 6 equals, well done, 11. You could have then had your tens numbers at it. 30 and 20 equals 50. Oops, I'll do that again. That wasn't very straight, was it? Let's get rid of that one. Let's do it again. Let's draw a straighter line. Well, I actually got rid of this one as well, haven't I? Is my 50 there? Yeah. So I've got 1 and nothing is 1. 10 and 5 is 6. Could even have had, let's have a look. We could have even have had, I'm going to put it here, a sum that was 53, a bigger one, 53 and 62. Now, I've got a feeling that we're going to need an extra column in there. See if I'm right. Plus. I've got my 3 and my 2 is, yeah, 5. And I've got 5 lots of 10. 6 lots of 10 gives me 11 lots of 10. So then my sum there would be 5 and nothing is 5. Nothing and 1 is 1. Nothing and 1 is 1. So just from those 4 digits, and I'm sure there's going to be another combination. We could have, what were the other combination? 2 and 3. We could have had a 6 and a 5, 65. There's lots and lots of different combinations. So really, the dice is telling you the sum that you're going to be working out. Okay. Let's have a look at another example. I reckon you're going to enjoy this.
The first dice roll tells you the type of calculation. The dice roll was odd. Then you are going to roll the dice 4 more times. This will give you 2 two-digit numbers like this. The dice rolls were 6, 2, 4, 1.
Okay, so that time the dice roll was odd, wasn't it? It was an odd dice roll. It looks like that, odd, which means it's going to be a subtraction sum. Okay, and the numbers we had were 6, right up here, 6, 2, 4, and 1. Now we have to be a little bit more careful when we've got a subtraction sum, because the first number in the calculation needs to be bigger than the second one we write down. So actually this time it works okay, it works in order. And we'd have 62 take away 41, and that equals, doesn't it? Yeah. So that's the subtraction sum that we're going to carry out. Now, our subtraction expanded column looks like this, doesn't it? Okay, let's do it over here. We've got the tens number. Let's do a bit of a partition jot. Here is 60, and we've got 2, haven't we? And we've got a 40 and a 1. So we lay it out like this. We put our tens number on top of each other, don't we? And then we put the ones numbers on top of each other like that. We need to remind ourselves that it's a subtraction sum. Oops, nice straight line. Oh, what do you know? I'm going to try that one again. Nice straight line like that, bit straighter. Use a ruler if you can. Then, if you remember, we always try and start off with our ones numbers because we might need to exchange some of the tens across. Do you remember? Good. So can I take this away? Yes, I can. I've got 2 and I can take 1 away from it, can't I? So I've got 2, take away 1 leaves me with 1. Then I look at my tens numbers. I've got 60, take away 40 equals, you got it, 20. Then we recombine the tens and the ones, 20 and the 1 to finish off our calculation like that. Now, if these numbers had come out in a different order, okay, if these numbers had come out in a different order, let's change the order that they might have come out in. If they'd have come out as a 2 and a 4 and 6 and a 1, we would have had to have changed the order because you couldn't have 24 take away 61 because you just can't do that. You can't take away that 24 of 61 from 24. We'd have to swap them around. So we would use the second 2 digits. Okay, actually we'll move that one. So if those were the numbers that actually came out, our sum would look slightly different. We'd have to use this pair of numbers first, wouldn't we? Because the first number has to be bigger. So our sum would have looked something like this. It would have been 61 take away 24 equals. Actually, while we've got it there, why don't we do that? So you'd partition this into a 60 and a 1. This partitions into a 20 and a 4, doesn't it? Yeah. Then we lay it out. Tens numbers, one above the other. Let's go there. So we've got 60 in this one and 20. Yeah. And then we've got a 1 from the first one. So 60 and 1, 61. So 20, and we need to put this 4 there. This is worked out quite nicely, actually. We need to remind ourselves that it's a subtraction sum, and we need to draw a nice straight line. I'm quite impressed with how straight that was then. So this particular one, we've got to go right. Okay, here we go. I've got 1. Can I take away 4? Ah, I can't. So I have to do something here. Now, if you remember, it's been a little while since we've done it, but hopefully you should be able to remember what to do. Let's change colour just so you do. We need to take one of these tens and put it there, don't we? But we also need to remember that this isn't 60 now, this is actually 50. Now let's look at our ones column again, the ones numbers. Can I take away 4 from 11? I can, can't I? Yeah. So I know 11, take away 4, leaves me with, well done, I heard someone shout it out, leaves me with 7. Now I do with my tens, 50. I've got 50, can I take away 20? Big thumbs up for that one. Yes, I can. 50 take away 20 is... Brill. I've heard someone shout it out again. 30. Then we add those back together. 30 and 7 becomes 37. And I haven't really got enough space there. But that number goes in there. Right, I'm just going to squeeze it on top there. Don't tell anybody. I won't if you won't. That was a bit too close to the edge. 61 take away 24 is 37. So the subtraction one takes a little bit more thought. Okay? Subtraction one takes a little bit more thought. And really, if you get a little bit confused, perhaps you'd like to only do maybe addition calculations. Then it doesn't matter what order the numbers come in, does it? Okay? But I think you can do as many as you want or as few as you want. No, I'm not going to say do as few as you want. I'd like you to complete, what would a sensible amount of calculations be? 10. What do you think? Normally I do about 10 examples, don't I? 10 independent questions. So I'd like a minimum amount from you of 10 sums, but I'll write that down on the next slide.
Your target today is I can solve addition and subtraction calculations using the expanded column method. I want you to roll the dice to decide the number operation. Even, it's addition. Odd is subtraction. Then roll the dice 4 more times to give you 2 two-digit numbers. Perform the correct number operation to solve the calculation. Remember to write the bigger number first, then take away the smaller number if you are subtracting. Did you meet the criteria? If you would like to complete some independent work, then log on to TT Rockstars for times tables or Purple Mash for some maths games. Thank you for your hard work today. I would love to see the results of your hard work. Send your calculations to me at school. You can use any of the ways you can see on the screen: WhatsApp, email or postbox. I'll see you again soon for some more numeracy tomfoolery. Bye!